Today, we are going to be building out a full application using Claude Code live. We are building out an entire vibe-coded app store. It's an app store where people can submit their vibe-coded one-person apps. It's going to be incredible. Stick around, lock in. Let's get into it. We've been working on this the last few live sessions, so we are a bit in, but you still have a lot to learn. We're going to go through Claude Code tips. We're going to go through Claude Code tricks. You can ask me anything you want. You want to go in the chat, the replies, ask me questions. I'll answer the questions live. It will be a ton of fun. We're going to hang out. We're going to vibe code. We're going to learn. We're going to laugh. We're going to live. We're going to love. It's going to be great. Let's take a look at the app we're building, so we're all on the same page here. This is going to be an app where if you watch this until the end, you get to use it free forever. Free lifetime membership if you stick around to the end of this live stream here or this video, depending if you're watching the replay. Let's share the screen. Let me show you what we're cooking with, what we're twerking with over here. I'm going to hit share. Look at this. This is the Vibe Coded App Store. All you guys are going to be able to submit your one-person Vibe Coded apps to here, get discovered, get your first customer, start making cash, start getting rich, all of that. Also, shout out me. I just dropped way too much money in a brand new camera. How clear and awesome do I look right now? I feel like I look like Ryan Gosling on this new camera. Also, shout out Christmas tree. Never too early to put up a Christmas tree in your background so that you look awesome. How is everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. We're going to learn so much about Claude Code here. We're going to use Claude Code for web. You're going to be Claude Code master. You're going to master the greatest. This is my opinion. Anthropic's not paying me. No one's paying me. Unless it's a sponsored video, then I'll say it's sponsored, but this isn't sponsored. This is 100% my legit. I think this is the greatest AI tool ever made, Claude Code. It is mind-blowing, and we're going to learn so much about it today. We're going to lock in. I'm going to put a nice holly jolly lo-fi music in the background so you get dopamine hits out the wazoo over here. Let's do this. Put that on, nice 20. How's everyone doing? Should we start coding? Should we start using Claude Code? Looking good, says Joe Hernandez. Thank you, Joe Hernandez. You're looking good. Thanks, Alex, for everything you share with us, mate. You're an inspiration. This is kind of how the live stream works is I read questions, I answer them, we get advice, we all laugh, we have fun. I code, I show you tips for coding, we go back and forth. It's kind of like a vibe coding variety hour is basically what we do here. Let's go. I need some inspo and cool tricks to start my day. It's 6 a.m. in Australia. Oi, top of the morning, mate. You're going to learn a lot of cool tricks here. We're going to do a lot of cool tricks. Is this wide angle, new lens? It's actually the same lens I had on my old camera. It's just the new camera, I guess, is wider. I don't know. It's the same lens, but very different camera. I had a cheap Sony ZV-E10 camera before. It would overheat when I would do videos. So I bought this Sony FX30 cinema camera, which, look at me. I look like I'm in a movie right now. I look incredible. This is amazing. You can see every pore in my skin. Hey, congrats on getting a response from someone at Kimmy on your last vid. Yeah, I know. The Kimmy team reached out after my last video to give me I'm going to ask for 2 Mac Studio M3 Ultras, although I think the M5 Ultra is dropping soon. What they're going to give me is just early access to their next models before they drop. So unfortunately, I don't know. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go for it. I really want Mac Studio M3 Ultra so I can run models locally. That's what I really want. The new camera minus the green light on the side looking 1,000% better, minus the green light on the side. What green light on the side? Do you see a green light on the side? I don't know what that means. Was there a green light on the side before? Xmas tree already? Yeah, dude, this is welcome to the new age, Ryan Sandoval. Post Halloween is now all Christmas time, baby. It's all holiday time. Post Halloween, you go all holiday time. So this is the new age. Right? This is the new age. Get used to it. This is how it works. You turn on your TV, all you see are Best Buy Christmas ads. Let's start coding, shall we? Enough yapping, although we'll go back to yapping very soon. I think people are here for the Claude coding. Let's Claude Code. By the way, side note, I got a brand new Claude Code video dropping probably 2 to 3 hours after this live stream ends. So let's do this. Let's go back into what we're coding. Just as a reminder, we are building this app store. It is a Vibe Code app store where you can submit your own Vibe coded one-person built apps. You get discovered, you get customers, you get upvoted, you get money. Your life's great. You get better looking. If you're single, you get a hot new lover. If you already have a lover, they become hotter. Your kids become smarter. They stop being addicted to drugs. That's all the benefits you get from using the new Vibe coded app store we're building out right here. So it's going to be awesome. Let's keep building it out. So I have a list of features I want to add. I have a list of features. Ooh, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's put this. Let's do something fun. You guys want to have some fun? You guys want to have some fun? Let's get this code on GitHub. Let's connect it to Claude for Web. And let's start spinning up some tasks on Claude for Web. Let's start spinning up some tasks for this on Claude for Web. A lot of people asking about Claude for Web. Let's get groovy. Let's do this. Let's get crazy with this. Do I already have this on GitHub? Yes, I do have this on GitHub. Okay. So let's pull open Claude Code. Let's make sure the latest code is on GitHub. So let's share Claude Code. Let's ask Claude Code. Okay. Is all the latest code on GitHub? Ask. Gotta be updating your code on GitHub. This is the best way to have like checkpoints in your code is by put it on GitHub. So if you mess up, you can re-download, go back. You're awesome, LOL. Just add some blur to the cam and remove shadows to look a 20-year-old Instagram top model. Listen, dude. You want me to get rid of shadows? I was talking to ChatGPT. I spent like literally 4 hours yesterday talking to ChatGPT setting up this camera. And I would send it screenshots of what I looked like. And I would send it to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT would say, tweak this setting, change this setting, move your lighting here, move the lighting there. And it's like, you need more shadows. Get more shadows. It gives you depth. It gives you depth on your face. So you're telling me I got to get rid of the shadows. Which one is it? Do I get shadows or do I get rid of the shadows? They say the shadows add depth and make it more cinematic. As for the blur, I agree. I think there should be a little bit more background blur, but I got to figure out. I got to talk to ChatGPT and figure out how to do that. If you use a camera for anything at all, by the way, connect it and take screenshots and send it to ChatGPT and say, what do you think of this? And it'll give you recommendations for improving your quality. It's kind of great. What do you guys think, though? You like this new camera? Does it look cool? Home Depot started putting out Christmas stuff after Labor Day, I think. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Soon, Christmas will be a year-round activity. Soon, people will have the tree up 24/7, 365, because that's the way the corporations want it. The corporations want us celebrating Christmas as early as humanly possible. Do you think someone at the age 20 can vibe code something huge with $5K budget? How far can you go today with AI? Says Ostonic. Ostonic, let me tell you this. Do I think someone at age 20 can vibe code something huge with a $5,000 budget? I assume dollars. Might be rupees. I don't know. 5K. We'll just call it dollars. So I think someone can vibe code something today with a $5,000 budget, says Ostonic. Ostonic, let me tell you this. I think someone today, and I'm not kidding, this isn't me just going on the hype train here. I think someone today at the age of 10 with a budget of $0 can vibe code something amazing. I'm not kidding. It doesn't matter. Budget, I don't want to hear about budget because there are plenty of amazing free tools out there. If you have a $0 budget, you can still vibe code out the wazoo. Gemini CLI from Google, free. Google AI Studio, basically every Google vibe coding tool is free. So your budget can be $0, Ostonic, and you can vibe code something amazing. Budget, not a concern. Gemini CLI, free. Google AI Studio, free. Free. Is it as good as Claude Code? No. Claude Code's the GOAT. Claude Code's the GOAT. Yeah, Cursor Composer 1, free till tomorrow. Like they always have free, there's always free friggin' offers out the wazoo here, left and right. But it doesn't matter what your budget is. You can use Gemini CLI for free. It's a good tool. Is it as good as Claude Code? No. But it's good. And listen, when Gemini 3 comes out, which I bet $700 on Kalshi that is coming out this year, you're going to be able to probably use a cutting edge model for free, which is going to be amazing. So budget means nothing. Age does, as long as you can speak, then you're good. What does age have to do with age 20? You're in the prime of your brain at age 20. Although I'm 35 and my brain's still peaking. I'll be 70 and my brain will still be peaking. I'm a machine. Alex Spin's a machine. But everyone else in the world at 20, that's your mental prime. 20, you should be, at 20 years old, you literally should be spending 26 hours a day vibe coding because you can do it. Spend 26 hours a day chugging out apps. Imagine what Mark Zuckerberg could have done if when he was at college, he had vibe coding instead of writing like PHP by hand. Think of what he could have built. At age 20, Ostonic, with any amount of budget, 5K budget. 5K budget's huge. $5,000 budget's massive. That's Claude Code, the $100 plan for 50 months. You're good for like 4 years of Claude Code, the best AI coding tool in the world, Ostonic. You're Gucci. Retail usually gets Christmas stuff in July. All right, are we on GitHub? No, not all the code's on GitHub. You have 5 local commits, the builder leaderboard, the award leaderboard. Let's get it all on GitHub. Push all changes to GitHub. The reason why we are so this is a long series of us building this vibe coding app store. We had a bunch of features in the last live stream. We're putting all this code to GitHub. The reason why we're doing that is we want to use Claude for Web. I'm going to give you a little demo of Claude for Web. Later today, in the next few hours, I'm putting out a video dedicated to Claude for Web, an advanced workflow. So make sure you have notifications on for that. That's going to be huge. That's going to be massive. That's going to improve your life a tremendous amount. But we're going to use Claude for Web on this live stream and start spinning up some tasks. Our YouTube is getting flippin' aggressive about putting ads on your live streams. Is there a lot of ads on this live stream? Are you getting a lot of ads? Did you get the camera? Let me do this. I think I can make it so there's less ads. I'm going to do that right now. I think there's a setting I can do so there's less ads. If the ads are getting annoying, bear with me here. I'm going to change some settings around for you so you get less of them. Let's do this. Monetization. Low. I can do low. Right now it's on medium. Let me set it to low. If they're annoying enough where you got to go in the chat to talk about them, I'm turning them down. All right, I turned them down. Hopefully you get less. Let me know if it's still annoying. Hey Alex, I made a subscription yesterday on Claude Pro. Let me real quick make sure they added all the code. All right, we're gonna go into Claude Web in a second. I'll show you how to use Claude Code for Web. Everyone leave a like, by the way. Leave a like. If you think putting the Christmas tree up in early November is appropriate, leave a like. If you think it's inappropriate, still leave a like. Whether you think it's appropriate or not, everyone leave a like. So it shows me you're alive. Hey, Alex, I made a subscription yesterday on Claude Code Pro, and after 3-minute conversation with Opus, I hit 5% of my weekly limits. Is this normal? Says Ahmad Hassan. Well, Ahmed Hassan, couple things. There's no reason to be using Opus right now. It's by far the most expensive model Anthropic has, and Sonnet 4.5 is just as good as Opus 4.1. So I wouldn't be using Opus for basically anything. If like you just don't need to be using Opus. Use Sonnet for everything. I've been using Sonnet 4.5 nonstop since it dropped, and my workflow is better than it was before. So no need to use Opus. Here's let me give you the tip. If you're budget conscious, do this. Go into Claude Code, type /model, and select Haiku. And what that actually does is it sets your planning model to Sonnet 4.5, which is a little bit more expensive than Haiku 1, but then the execution is done with Haiku. And as long as the plan is made by a smart model, which Sonnet 4.5 is, then you don't need execution to be huge. You can execute just with Haiku and you'll get equal as good results. So do /model and set it to Haiku, and you will save money and you'll get basically the same results. So there you go, Ahmed Hassan. I hope that's helpful. We have 3-foot artificial tree. We just leave it decorated, and I carry it to a back room after Christmas season is done. It's a good setup. It's a good setup. I think that's you asking the same question again. $0 budget. Yeah, Cursor Composer. Cursor Composer's good. I like Cursor Composer 1, the new model they did, although it's definitely just like GLM. They definitely just took an open source Chinese model and slapped Cursor's name on it. But hey, you do. Why not? Isn't that kind of the point? It's an open source model. They're giving it away for free. So, oh snap! Jay Coder said $5. Jay Colder, social media FC26 1v1 matches on land for money. Social media FC20. Hey man, I don't know what that means, but thank you for your donation. Social media FC26 1v1 matches on land. Is that the football game? Is that the EA football game? I don't play EA FC. I play Arc Raiders and NBA 2K and Madden. Those are my games. If you want to play any of those games, Arc Raiders, NBA 2K, or Madden, you're good. EA, FIFA. I've never liked FIFA. I've never been a FIFA guy. Cursor Composer. Listen, I like Cursor 2.0. Cursor 2.0 is excellent. I like their new features. The Composer model is good. It's very good. It's very fast. It's obviously just an open source Chinese model. Like they obviously just downloaded an open source Chinese model called a Composer 1 and put it out. I mean, Windsurf happened to release their own model the same exact day as Composer 1, and it performs literally exactly the same, and both of them think in Chinese. I don't know how many Chinese employees Cursor or Windsurf has, but I think it's kind of funny both their models think in Chinese. That's kind of funny, kind of ironic. It's clearly just an open source Chinese model. The one thing I'll say is it's like the same price as like all the other models on the platform, which is, I think, kind of ridiculous. Like, you should make it cheaper. I mean, I'm not going to tell them how to run their business. They can do whatever the heck they want. But it's like, if you want people to use the model, they should make it cheaper, no? You're hosting. It's got to be a little bit cheaper if it's your own model. I'll say this, so I do like Claude Code better. Cursor 2, amazing. I still prefer Claude Code a little bit. Hi, can Claude Code help on making a decent Unity Unreal Engine game? Parentheses vibe coding. Says just NFT. Yeah, 100%. Can it help on making a decent Unity Unreal game? No, it can make an excellent Unity Unreal Engine game. You should 100% be making video games with Claude Code. I remember children bragging about owning 1 trillion BAT tokens back in the day. No idea what that is. Magnetic lock from the bedrooms. What? You need 2 of the following things to be successful: money, hustle, knowledge. Pick your 2 and be successful. Money, hustle, knowledge. Pick your 2 to be successful. There you go. Joe Hernandez dropping some Gary V quotes. I don't know if Gary V said that, but it feels like something Gary V would say. I was at Wanamaker Arm Show at Tulsa the past weekend. Man, when they come back in April, I was doing... What are people talking... Am I getting comments from a different live stream in my comment section? What are people talking about in my comment section? All right. Let's keep building. I don't know what the heck people are talking about in my comment section, but let's keep building. So we got the latest code. Let's go into Claude Code for Web. Let's go into Claude Code for Web. I'll give you a little preview of the little video coming out later today with my Claude Code workflow. So we're in Claude Code for Web. Is that showing? Yeah, that's showing. Let's go to, so we have our app hooked up to GitHub. So we're going to go, I think we have it called Vibe. Is it Vibe App Store? Let me just check real quick what we have it called. I think it's Vibe App Store. Commit fixed toggle to prevent double vote counting. Yep, here we go. Vibe App Store. So we're connected to Vibe App Store, the Vibe coded app store we're building. Let's give it some tasks. So for those who don't know, Claude for Web, everyone here's got free credits. I gave anyone subscribed to Claude free credits. I think if you're on the $17 plan of Claude, you got $250 of free credits. And I think if you're on the more expensive tiers, the $100 or $200, you get $1,000 of free credits for Claude for Web. It lasts for the next week. You have 1 week to use this. You need to get going. You need to start using it. So let's start using it, huh? Let's start using it. So here's the thing. You don't need to just use it for coding. You can also like use it for anything you want. This is just online web AI agent. So we can say you are a product manager. Please review our app, then build us a roadmap with new features we can add. These need to be high value features that increase retention and engagement. And I'm going to hit send on that. And what that's going to do in Claude Code for Web is actually spin up a brand new AI agent in the web that will now review our app for us and build us a roadmap for our app. And at the same time, if I want to spin up another agent that starts building out a feature, let's see, what feature should we quickly build out here? What feature should we quickly build out here? We can say change the name of the app to Vibe App Store. Reduce haiku, that's a simple task. Hit send, boom, new feature being built out. So we can spin up developers to do work for us. We can spin up product managers. We can spin up marketing managers. So if I want to say, you are a marketing manager, give me 5 new tweets I can use to market this app. I'm going to put this on Sonnet. It gives me this error like you have too many concurrent connections. I just ignore it and I keep spinning up agents and it keeps working. So that error means nothing at all. Hit send on that. So now we have a marketing manager working for us, making us tweets. See, this is it, right? Let's talk about this for a second. Let's have a quick chit chat. Me and you, FinFam. By the way, does anyone think the new camera is not as good as the old camera? Does anyone like the old camera better? I don't know. Let me know. Just curious. Let's have a quick chit chat, FinFam. I read a stat this morning that the AI approval rating in America is like 41%. Like only like 41% of Americans approve of AI and think that's having a positive impact on the world, which is crazy. That's just crazy. That's crazy. China, I think the approval rating I read was like 85%. So 85% of Chinese citizens think it's a great thing. 41% of American citizens think it's a bad thing. That's bad, right? They say that they think that AI is going to replace humans, which in some instances it might. But something that will be much bigger of an impact than replacing humans will be supercharging humans. AI, for the most part, will supercharge humans, not replace them. Look at what we're doing right now. I am a one-person business. I do not have any employees. I am a one-person business, and because of AI, I have like 5 AI agents going right now working for me. I have a marketing agent, I have a product manager agent, and then I have like 4 junior developers writing code for me. AI didn't replace anybody for me. It gave me more superpowers. I now have 5 people working for me. Before this, I would just be one person. I wouldn't be able to get anything done. Now with AI, I have basically an entire company working for me. I am supercharged. I am so much more productive, and 0 people were replaced by this. I wasn't hiring anyone before, so it's not replacing anybody. I am now supercharged. This is the mindset shift we need to have. This is the mindset. This is what people in America specifically need to realize about AI. For a vast majority of use cases, in situations and scenarios, AI is doing this, which is giving people superpowers and allowing one-person businesses to act like 20-person businesses. In some scenarios, yes, it might be replacing people. In some scenarios, but in a majority of scenarios, it is giving people superpowers. It is letting 13-year-olds become entrepreneurs and build value-giving products. It's allowing 35-year-olds like me to be hyper productive and produce 10 times as much value as I was before. And so if we stopped convincing people and stopped the psyop of AI bad, AI slop bad, AI replacing people, all these people going around crying and complaining, instead looked at it in a positive light and used it for good and used it for productivity and used it to build, think of how incredible this place would be. Think of how incredible this world would be if every person in the world was basically able to act like a 10-person business by themselves. Think about that for a second. Right? What would the world be like if instead of everyone thinking AI is replacing human beings and is a bad thing and it's slop and it's bad, think of what would happen if instead all of those people were like, AI is good. I can get so much more productivity. I can do so much more. I can be a 10-person business. Let me create value in this world. Think about that. World would be a lot better place. And if that mindset shift happened, I don't think the approval rating in America would be 42%. I think it'd be close to 100%. Everyone can have their own custom host of AI agent hive minds working for them. It's wonderful. Yes, everyone can be a 10-person startup, just being one person. Everyone. Those saying AI bad can be left behind. It's okay. In a way, I'm fine with it because my competition's getting weaker. That's on a personal... Oh my God, my mouse battery's at 6%. God damn it. We might be going into just yap mode in a second if I have to charge this mouse because it's a stupid magic mouse with the charger on the bottom. In a way, I like that people have this stupid mindset around AI because now my competition's weak and they're not going to build anything and I'm going to build a ton of stuff and I'm going to win. But then on a non-selfish level, I'm pissed because like if you want your life to be better and you want to live in a better economy, like you need your group of people to be lifting each other up, right? The rising tide lifts all boats. The American economy is going to suffer if the general public thinks AI is bad and does whatever it can to push AI away. America will suffer if that happens because we won't get the same productivity gains and we'll fall behind in the race. So at the same time, it pisses me off because I want people in America embracing AI so everyone can build products and services that are good for each other and the GDP grows and we get out of the $38 trillion of debt and life gets better for everybody. So on a selfish level, I like that my competition thinks AI is bad, but on a I want the world to be a better place level, it sucks. Finn, you're goated. I've been following along for a while now and love spec-driven development. Thank you for your content always, says Tio Maru. Tio Maru, you're goated, my friend. You're goated. Let me do this. I need to Test, 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 test. All right, it's working now. It's working now. I don't know why that wasn't working to go. I can't believe. What the heck is, I mean, I can't believe the viewership went up while I was talking. How was why did we get the most viewership going up when you couldn't hear me? How long couldn't you hear me for? Mic became unplugged and you bent over to the mouse charger. So I just ranted for like 10 minutes and no one heard a damn thing? Oh my god. That was an epic rant. I was on an epic rant. Turn proxy. Bro's yapping to nobody. I bet he's talking about lip balm. I was. Bro. Dude, I just went on the most amazing rant. Why? This keeps happening, bro. Put the wiggling of the lip balm. Okay. God damn it. That was a great rant. And you didn't hear any of it. I'm not going to give it again. You'll have to watch the replay back and use AI to read my lips or something. How do you make good UI using Claude Code or Cursor? I'll tell you exactly how to do it, bud. Let me show you. Let me tell you. Here's how I do it. You have two ways to do it. You have the simple way and the not as simple way. I was on a rant and a half, dude. What a waste of time. I plug in my mouse to charge it, then I go on a rant to buy some time while the mouse charges and no one can hear the rant. So here's the way I've liked to do it recently, is if you go to v0.dev, you can just go to their design system section and you can choose like a design. And then you can just like screenshot it and give it to Claude Code or Cursor and say, use this design. Live AI lip reader. That's actually an app idea and a half right there. Live AI lip reader. That's an idea and a half right there. I don't think that exists. A live AI lip reader. Now imagine you get the Meta smart glasses. You get that app built into your smart glasses. And then you can just look around the real world and aim your glasses at anybody in any conversation taking place around you, and you can read all their lips. How much of a that would be an unlock. And you know that's coming. Why wouldn't that come? Why would that not exist in 5 years? Why would that not? That's happening. That's 100%. That's $1 billion idea. Someone's going to build that app and make $1 billion, 100% guaranteed. You make a AI lip reading app where it can see anything on your camera and read the lips and tell you what the person's saying. You put that app on smart glasses, the Meta smart glasses, and you go around, you're sitting at lunch at the restaurant, you just look around, you look at a table across the restaurant, you stare at them, and then the app reads their lips and you can just see what anyone in the restaurant's saying. That's $1 billion idea right there. $1 billion idea. Someone take it and make $1 billion and give me like $1 million. Jay Coulter, listen, you're like sub to me, like the premium sub. So you pay me what, $5 a month or something. Google takes 90%. And you just donated $10 earlier in the stream. So I'm not going to insult you, but I am going to be honest. I have literally no idea what you're talking about. You've sent like 30 messages in the chat during this live stream, and I haven't understood a single one of them. I didn't understand your $10 donation. I don't understand this message. I don't understand a single thing you've sent during this live stream. I don't know if we're speaking different languages or you're just like on Molly or something. I don't know. I just don't understand a single thing you have typed in the chat. But I will allow it to keep happening because you're on like the premium subscription. So you're allowed to continue sending absolute malarkey to the chat as we continue here. Because I don't flip, does I double cup sip bar get on the mic and thug spit? That makes zero sense. You're on drugs. We have people in this live stream that are on drugs. But because you pay me like $2 a month for that premium sub, you can just keep going. Slay queen. That's one of the benefits of the premium sub. You can just say literally whatever you want in the chat. All right, so this is how you get better UIs. I like V0. Then you can go to the design section, and then you can screenshot this and give it to Claude Code and say, make the UI look like this. The other way is if you go on Pinterest, I just learned about this. If you go on Pinterest, you can just search like clean UI design and then choose and go on Pinterest and like choose a design, screenshot it, give it to Claude Code, and you're good to go. So that's how I do UI. If you do it any other way, like you just have the AI build it, it's never going to look good. Like this, I mean, I don't know if this is good UI. I don't really have good taste when it comes to UI, but this I got from V0 design mode. I think it looks pretty good. The thick lines. I think it looks kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool design. What are people saying in the chat? Call me queen again? That's Thugtown 918. Mobbin dribble? Is everyone in the chat high? It's a Monday. It's 11:40 a.m. on a Monday. We're starting the week. And you all are doing drugs? We have so much time ahead of us. You shouldn't know. Bad time to do drugs. You're not getting rich if you're doing drugs on a Monday morning. Worst time to do drugs ever. Sports betting would be changed forever. If you can read lips, why is that? $2 to do drugs and type absolutely nothing burger chats and not get banned might be worth it. Isn't AR still bad? Though I guess it's for the better. You can cook the idea faster than anyone. Yeah, I mean, we don't have capable AR yet. I mean, we have like XR, the cross, the mixed reality on like Apple Vision Pro. But I mean, the Meta glasses, it's not AR. It's just a display over what's going on in front of you. So if you have an app that can read lips, they can just put it in the display. I think that's huge. Claude, what is Alex saying here? Understand and immediately implement. I don't know what you're asking me, but let's go into Claude. Let's see what we got here. Create roadmap and review features for the Vibe. Okay, let's see the roadmap that came up for the App Store, and let's implement one of them, shall we? Let me make the screen bigger here so you can read this. Can I? Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. Product roadmap complete. Your app, product hunt style marketplace for Gemini API applicants for all Vibe Code applications. Strong foundation, unique differentiator, AI powered app submission, modern tech stack. Smart. Okay, so here's some features that came up with us for our Vibe Coded app store we're building out here. Smart notification system, multi-channel notifications. All right, following system, build social connections and personalized feeds. I like that. We should add a follow system so you can follow builders. Can you do that? Can I follow builders right now? No, you can't. All right, let's build. So we're going to add a follow system to the app where you can go to any builders in the App Store or anyone commenting in the message board and follow them. I like that idea a lot. So it's almost like a vibe coding social network. Would you guys want to be a part of a vibe coding social network, a social network for vibe coders to share apps and ideas? Would that be cool? Would people like that? Try Figma Make for UI. I believe they use Claude. I'm going to be honest. I've never used Figma Make. Figma Make. Let's do it right now. Let's test out it right now. Let's build a cool UI. Let's see how good Figma Make could be at building UIs. Make your ideas real with Figma Make. What do you want to make? Make your ideas really. Start with a design and prompt your way to a functional prototype fast. Okay. Let's just see if we say, I want to build an app store for vibe coded apps. It should display the apps that people submitted, the votes up or down, the maker, and have categories for different types of apps. Let's see how good this UI is from Figma Make. Maybe this changed my workflow permanently. If this is good, I'll sign up for Figma right now. I'll sign up for Figma Make right now if this UI is good, and have categories for different types of apps. It should also have a message board section where people can post messages. All right. Send. Yep, it's going to make me log in. All right. Let me log in here real quick. That's how they get you, huh? They let you type the prompt, then they ask you to log in. They never ask you to log in before you type the prompt. You spend an hour and a half writing the prompt, and then they're like, okay, by the way, sign in. All right, Figma Make. You tricked me. You got me. I'll sign in. Congrats. You got my email, Figma Make. All right, here we go. Let's see if it's better at UI than the other tools out there. Free. What do you get for paying money? I'm on the free tier. What do you get for paying money? $16 a month. Unlimited files and folders, advanced prototyping, a team-wide design library, file handoff, 3,000. I'm going to be honest. I just don't love. Let me take that back. It's not that I don't love Figma. I just don't use Figma. It's too complicated for me. Too complicated. I can't figure out Figma. Let's see how Figma Make does. See if it can build a good UI. What did you build so far with AI, says Ostonic. Ostonic, I've built several things. I mean, I've built a lot. I've used Claude Code 12 hours a day. My most successful is Creator Buddy, creatorbuddy.io. It's an AI tool for Twitter. So it reviews all your tweets, tells you what's working, what isn't. I mean, this is pretty nice. Is this better? Is this like better than like what Claude Code can do? Should we do a quick test? I mean, I don't feel like. Let's see. I mean, it's good. Does it blow my mind? I mean, you still get the purple and blue gradients. Like, why does every AI have to build with purple and blue gradients? Why? I do like the shapes and some of the stylistic choices, like the upvote and downvote with the vote numbers. Any interesting transitions? No. Message board looks fine. I mean, it's fine. You would know it's designed by AI. If you logged on the website and it looked like this, you'd be like, yep, this is made by AI. Point and edit. Select anything in the preview, then type your changes. All right, let's do this. Guide with visuals. Attach images or Figma frames to start off with your own design. Reference your own styles to build your desired look and feel. Export a library. Ship your working app. Publish what you've made to the web or share privately with your team. All right, let's do this. Make this not look like AI made it. Send. I mean, this is the most AI header ever made in the history of mankind. Where do you see AI in the next 5 years, says Ostonic? Good question. Here's where I see it. I see a lot less focus on workflow and a lot more focus on results. And what I mean by that, Ostonic, is how do you build AI agents today? You get this like canvas where you have nodes and squares, and you log in your Gmail, and then you connect your Gmail, and then you say, okay, if email equals this, then do this, and you make a branching working tree and you connect it to this square, and then you log into your Figma and that pulls this, and then you connect that, and you have this whole workflow builder. And to do anything with AI or AI agents, you got to build your workflow. I want to do this. Let me connect to Gmail and connect to my calendar. If I get this email, then create the calendar event. And you set all that up. And then you hit start. And then as things change, you got to go back and edit your canvas. Like that's very much the AI agent work. Like when you think AI agent, that's what an AI agent is today. I think in 5 years, Ostonic, I said, make this look like AI didn't design it. They just got rid of the gradient. Still looks horrible. I mean, it's fine. When I think Figma, I think really nice UIs. Is this a really nice UI? I don't know. It looks like AI. In 5 years, though, Ostonic, I think there's going to be a lot more focus, and the expectation for implementing AI and AI agents will be this. Right, so we just talked about this. Can it make a FPS shooter? Says Asusu. We'll try that in a second. Instead of building these workflows with these nodes, and you log into Gmail and you do this, and you connect the canvas, and you connect the board, the lines, and all that. Here's what the experience of using an AI agent will be. You click a button. Done. Right? So say I have an AI agent who is a product manager AI agent. Or maybe an easier to understand use case will be a marketing AI agent. I get a marketing AI agent, I pay $50 a month or whatever. Downloads onto my computer. I click a button. Right? If I wanted to do a marketing agent before this, I say, okay, so here's my files over here. Here's the app over here. Here's the program over here. I'd like you to do this. Please come up with tweets. Please come up with that. Blah, 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 blah. I do all the setup and workflow stuff. In 5 years, I think the experience will be, I download it, I hit a button, it goes. And then it goes on and it researches who I am, researches the apps I built, takes a look at my workflow. Okay, you're building this. Here's where you are. Searches for my social media. Okay, you have a Twitter, you have a YouTube, this, that. Okay, so if you're working on this, then you probably want tweets for this. Let me write you some tweets. Maybe you want to make a YouTube video. I did some research. Announcement videos posted like this work really well, get you users. All right, you script that matches those announcement videos. It's in your inbox. I searched for you. I see that you write newsletters every Thursday. You send out a newsletter every Thursday. Wednesday night, I'll have a draft in your inbox. You can just send out if you want. I'll look at your competitors. I see that all your newsletters are about AI. Let me look at other AI newsletters. Oh, wow, that newsletter they wrote gets a ton of engagement. Let me write you a similar topic newsletter. Drafts in your inbox. And that's it. That's how you work with the AI agent. That's what I'm thinking / hoping AI agents are in 5 years. That's where I see the next 5 years is less setup, workflows, canvases, connections, logins, connect this, connect that. This is what I want. Please do this. Please do that. In more, I hit a button and I get value. You hit a button, you get value, right? You hit a button, does research on you, produces you value. That's what I'm trying to build. That's the future I'm trying to build right now. I'm working on apps in that vein of you hit a button. Because that's when I think people really start to understand the value of AI, Ostonic. Is people generally are pretty lazy. They don't want to do canvases, boards, connect this, connect that, right? They just want to hit a button and get value. And so that's as simple as it gets. You build an app, you give it to your grandma who's never used AI in her life. She hits a button, she gets value. Oh, actually, I think I like AI now, right? That's where I'm hoping AI goes to. Hey, Finn, recently discovered you on YouTube. Love your content. Just curious to know, apart from YouTube, what do you do? What's your company or SaaS? Says Shubham Parsher. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Shubham, yeah, let me give you a hint into my life. I do many different things. I have my YouTube. That's one of my main focuses right now. I have my Twitter, my X, 300,000 followers. That makes decent money off ad revenue, subscribers over there. My main source of revenue is my SaaS, Creator Buddy. I launched that back in January of this year. That's at $300,000 ARR on about 80% margins. I have a newsletter, 40,000 subscribers to the newsletter. There's a premium tier. People pay $10 a month for the premium tier. I send out free apps out the wazoo every week. That's making decent money. And so that's my business right now. I'm expanding the business in less than 3 weeks. In less than 3 weeks, I'm launching the Vibe Coding Academy. It's going to be a private community where it will have a Claude Code masterclass. We'll be doing 2 calls a week. I'll be doing workshops, office hours, whole bunch of things like that with the group. That launches on Black Friday. And if you want info on that, when it drops, sign up for the newsletter, link down below. So that will expand my business more. And then in 2026, I would love to launch my next app so that I'll be making money through content. I'll be making money through Creator Buddy, the private community, my second app. That's about it. I used to do consulting. Actually, consulting used to be my biggest revenue stream. I've paused that for the last year and a half. I just took out my largest revenue stream because it just took up so much time and it's very low leverage. With consulting, it's like you only way you make money is if you dedicate time. With like YouTube, I put out a video and it just makes money in perpetuity, which is awesome. If people don't know, like everyone should be on YouTube. Everyone should be creating content on YouTube. Let me show you exactly why. Especially if you're in AI. The demand for AI content is so massive. It's so massive. Check out this video I put out over a year ago. How to build an app with AI. I put it out over a year ago. It's made me $3,500. I filmed this, a 17-minute video, released it August 22nd, and made $0 for the first few months. First month, it makes like $1.20, then $4. And then something happened in January where boom. Oh, fuck. Shoot, my thing's not big enough here. Boom, there you go. I put this video out a year and a half ago, 000. Oh, $2 after several months, $20 after a bunch of months, and now boom, look at it go. This is just collecting money every single day. Every day it collects like $15. That's the leverage of content, right? That's why I stopped doing consulting, because consulting, you only make money every hour you put in. You make money by the hour. I have to want to make money, put in an hour. With content, you just film it once, you put it out. It just makes money forever in perpetuity. How sick is that? So that's why I'm changing what I do to be all high leverage, all high leverage. So that's my business, Shabam. What do you think about that? You like that business? I think everyone should be in this business. Create content, build apps. Create content, build value-giving products. If you can do that, you're in a good place. Even though building workflows are a pain in their agentic modes, you can access your browser and just tell it what to build it out for you. I've tried GPT agent mode and isn't that great. Yeah, it's not at a good point right now. All right, let's go back in. So we're going to build a follow. So let's go back into Claude Code. Let's build this out. So for those who need a reminder, we are building out a Vibe app store. Is an app store for Vibe coded apps. You can submit apps, get customers. So let's go into Claude Code. We're going to add a follow system so you can follow builders as well as people who comment on the message board, so you can follow each other. It's basically a vibe. It's basically a vibe coding social network in a way. Let me see something. It hasn't been. comment in 7 minutes. Do they? Oh no, there we go. Never mind. My thing was frozen. Let's share Claude Code. How's everyone doing, by the way? What'd you build over the weekend? Everyone share in the chat. Everyone share in the chat what you worked on over the weekend, what you built, what you did. Can you explain how you found users for Creator Buddy? Says Christopher Jar. Yeah, I'm very happy to explain that. Christopher Jar, very happy to explain that. I'll actually show it to you live, how I did it. You ready? Watch this. You want to see how to get customers for your app? Share your journey. Share your journey. I have a Twitter, an X, as some of the people like to call it. As I was building Creator Buddy, here's a post right here, January 24th. As I would build new features, I would just film these demo videos of me demoing different features. I'd build it, I'd put the video out. Build it, put the video out. Build it, put the video out. Every time people watch the video, I'd get more customers, get more customers, get more customers, get more customers. So this is what you do. You're building an app and you want some customers, share your journey. Share your journey. I understand the next objection. The next objection I get is, oh, Alex, easy for you to say, you have 300,000 followers. How do you think I got to 300,000 followers? Do you think I was just born and then God said, here's 300,000 followers, have at it? Do you think it's just because I'm wildly good looking? I have 300,000 followers, maybe. But the real answer is I got 300,000 followers by creating content and sharing my journey. So if you're, oh, I'm not going to create content about the app I'm building because I don't have 300,000 followers, easy for you to say. Well, how the hell do you think you get 300,000 followers? By sharing your journey and creating content and talking about what you're building. My strategy since day one, bucko, has been just share whatever the hell it is I'm learning or doing. And that in 4 years got me 300,000 followers. So don't give me excuses. Oh, the only reason you get customers because you got followers. The only reason I got followers is I created content. So that shouldn't be an excuse for you not to create content because you don't got the followers. How do you think you get the followers? You create the content. So build whatever it is you're building. Create content about your journey, put it out. You get followers, then you get customers. What are you looking for, the easy path? You're looking for the easy path because you don't have 300,000 followers? There is no easy path. If there was an easy path, everyone would be making $1 million a year. You got to do the hard path. If this was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing. If it was easy to get 300,000 followers, it wouldn't be worth doing because then everyone would do it and the opportunity would be gone. Right? Not everyone can get rich. Not everyone can be successful. The good news is 99% of people aren't willing to create content about their apps and what they're building to get followers and customers. So if you go in and you are able to create content about your app and stick with it, even though you're not getting likes right off the rip, you'll be successful because your competitors are lazy and not willing to put in the time. So there you go. Vibe coding has been declared the 2025 word of the year by Collins English Dictionary, by the way. Well, that's good because I'm going to name my private community Vibe Coding Academy. Let's build out this new feature. I'm going to create a new chat so we clear the context. I want to build a new feature out. I'd like the ability to follow anyone in the app. So you can follow builders or people commenting in the message board. Eventually, we'll have a feed with the people you follow and the apps or messages they post. But for now, let's just add the concept of followers and update the front end and back end for it. Enter. So we're going to add the concept of followers to our app so people can follow builders, they can follow people message boarding, and we can see how many followers people have, and you can get updates on, I should have probably done that in plan mode, but whatever. I'll help you build out the follower features of multi-step tests. Let me break it down. Create database migration for followers, table, and relationships, add database queries, create API endpoints, update app context, create the follow button in the UI, integrate the follow button into builders pages, integrate follow button in discussion comment user, add follower following counts to profiles. That sounds perfect. So it's going to take a look at the database and build us a migration, which looks like it already did here. I'm just going to say, yes, have at it. Alex, what is the approximate monthly budget for the AI tools you're using? Good question. Let's answer it. My tool stack. Let's answer that question right now. It's actually really this is actually a spectacular concept for a full YouTube video. Let me write this down. This is actually a spectacular concept for a full YouTube video. I'm going to write this idea down because it's so good. I don't want to forget it. How much to spend on vibe code tools? Go over low budget, medium budget, high budget. All right, here we go. You want to know how much you should be spending on AI tools? I'll tell you right now. So I'll go over my tool stack, and I'll tell you how much you should be spending. So here's what I personally do, and I'm not saying this is ideal, but I'm a content creator in the AI space, so I need to be using them all basically. So my main driver is Claude Code. I have the highest tier because I use it a ton, $200 a month. Everything's by month, so the dollar amount's by month. Supabase, I host like a bunch of apps, so we'll say I have $20 a month. I'm on ChatGPT Premium or Pro, ChatGPT Pro. I think that's $250 a month. Or is it $200 a month for ChatGPT Pro? I think it's $200. I do that because I want unlimited ChatGPT thinking. I think GPT-5 thinking is the best AI model for straight up conversational talking ideas. I use GPT-5 thinking the most for bouncing ideas, brainstorming, coming up with stuff. I think GPT-5 thinking is the best. So I want unlimited use of that. GPT-5 Pro is a spectacular model. I just don't like waiting 20 minutes for a response, so I don't use it quite as much. What else do I pay for? Is that it? I mean, I'm paying for a whole bunch of other stuff. I am paying $20 a month for Cursor just because I need to create content around Cursor. Right, when a new Cursor drops, everyone wants to watch a video on it, so I have to test it out. I am paying like $300 a month for Grok, like the Pro version, because I just need to have the latest version of Grok. It's ridiculous it costs that much, but whatever. Vercel, I am paying the $20 a month for Vercel Pro. What else? Auth, I think I'm on Clerk free. I don't think I have to pay for Clerk. Supabase I pay for. Stripe is just fees. So that varies. Is $20 for Vercel enough for Creator Buddy? I think I might be paying like 60. Then it like charges me for images loaded or something. I don't quite get it. So I think maybe it charges me 60 a month. Kill code versus cursor code. I don't know what kill code is, Duckman. You mean Claude Code? I think Claude Code's better than cursor. Kill? I don't know what kill code is. Kilo. Oh, kilo code. No. Claude Code. If you have to use one or the other, kilo code versus cursor, I'd probably go cursor. But Claude Code's king. Do you have any sort of security or monitoring? Yeah, I use, what's it called? The monitoring app. I have a monitoring app. I forget the name of it. Have you tried BMAD? No. So how much am I paying a month? Let's call it at this. And I'm going to go through the tech stack. We're going to do, this is actually a really good concept for a video. So I'm going to do this all again. Low budget. We're going to go over low budget. Oh, come on. Medium budget and high budget. And we're going to go over that. So how much am I paying for this? 400, 420, 460, 760, 820. I'm paying $820 a month right now for AI tools. Sentry. I am using Sentry. I think I pay $20 a month for Sentry. Am I paying $20 a month? I don't think I'm paying $20 a month. I think I'm on the free tier. In today's time, is it really smart to learn how to prompt properly? No. I think prompt engineering is the most overrated concept in AI. I think prompt engineering is wildly overrated. I think there are tips and tricks. I make a lot of videos on tips and tricks for GPT and all that, but it's less around like prompting and more around using the tool and mindset. I think mindset when it comes to AI is a lot more important than tactical prompting. Stonic, I'm going to give you FinFam Member of the Day. You've asked the best questions. You've asked the most tintillating questions. I think prompting's overrated. Anyone who tells you you're using your tool wrong because you're not prompting it correctly are morons. And if I said in the past, then I'm a moron, so whatever. But I think AI has gotten to the point, Claude Code's gotten to the point that you don't need super hyper specific prompts to get results anymore. Just put in what you want, right? What did I just do in Claude Code? What did I just say in Claude Code to build out this feature? And this is how I've built all my apps out, and my apps are doing well. Let's review the prompt I just used in Claude Code. I want to build a new feature out. I'd like the ability to follow anyone in the app. So you can follow builders or people commenting on the message board. Eventually, we'll have a feed with the people you follow or in the apps or messages they post. But for now, let's just add the concept of followers. Boom. What advanced prompting techniques did I use here? And it's done, and it built out the entire feature. What advanced prompting techniques did I use? None. I just said, hey, this is what I want. Then I hit enter. Now, I think there's mindset tips and tricks you need. I think it's more about mindset. How big should the tasks be that I give to Claude Code? How many agents should I spin up in Claude for web? When should I be giving prompts? How often am I using Claude Code? When am I using Claude Web against Claude Code? When am I using the mobile app? Right? I think there's more higher level tactical and mindset tricks you need to know. And that's really what my channel is about. More around mindset and tactical stuff rather than here's how you write a perfect prompt. Because I think that's BS. I think when it was GPT 3.5 prompting meant a lot, because the AI was dumb, so you had to use specific prompts to get specific results. But I think AI is smart enough where you can just say high level, generally what you want, and it'll figure it out itself. I think prompt engineering is the most overrated concept in the history of AI, and no one needs to think about prompt engineering. And if anyone makes content around prompt engineering, they're just trying to get some views and clicks. Which, hey, I respect the hustle. You want some views and clicks, go right ahead. I use the word insane in all my titles because it gets insane amounts of clicks and views. So it is what it is. I respect the hustle. I'm just telling you, I don't think prompt engineering matters. You should worry about how do I use Claude Code more and less around how do I do specific prompts. A good prompt that you can find online that will help you tailor your prompts is good, but the tooling stack around Claude is key. Yeah, it's more around how you use Claude Code rather than like the prompts you use. Does that make sense? It's more around like just using it, understanding it, knowing the features, tips, tricks, knowing how to combine it with other tools. That is 1,000 times more important than how do I write the specific prompt? What words do I use in the prompt? Anyone in chat compare Kimi K2 with Factory Droid? They both reflect to get rid of hallucinations. I've only used Droid a bit, but it's been great. I hear good things about Droid. I hear good things about Factory Droid. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm not very motivated to use every AI coding tool that comes out from non-foundational model companies. Right? Like, I'm mostly interested in what AI tools the foundational model companies are coming out with. Codex, Claude Code, Google Studio, Google Gemini, CLI. But I should try. I hear a lot of good things about Factory Droid. I hear good things. Do you consider prompt engineering and context or spec engineering the same thing? I think context engineering and prompt engineering and spec engineering are all very overrated concepts, Jonathan Green. I think they're all very overrated concepts. The AIs are smart enough now to figure out the context. You don't need to context engineer. That's like me saying, hey, can you pick me up from the movie theater later? And then I'm like, the context is I saw this movie and I'll be on this block of the sidewalk and I had a bag of popcorn and I drank 3 Coca-Colas. And it's like, just tell me what time to pick you up at the movie theater. I'll figure out the rest of the context. You don't need to context and just say what you want. And the AI is smart enough to figure out the context it needs to build the right way. And if there's more context you need, then just give it. Right? I don't think it's some context is some crazy heavy concept where you need to spend half an hour figuring out, oh, how do I engineer the context so it's exactly what I need? No, just if there's important context, say it. And that's it. Like, I don't think my movie example was that good, but let me engineer the example. Let me do some example engineering here. But let's say later I say, hey, can you pick me up from the movie theater at 8? Pick me up from the front entrance, right? Is that context engineering? No, I just told you the right context, which is pick me up from the front entrance, right? Maybe there's a few more entrances. I want you to pick me up from the front entrance. No one would go, oh, thank you for engineering that context for me. No, it's like you just told me the important details. Just say the important details. You don't need a context engineer. Every AI guru on planet Earth's coming up with context engineering, prompt engineering. The only reason they're doing that is they're creating problems for themselves to solve, right? They're creating context problems so they can give you the solution. There is no problem there. Just tell the AI what you want and it'll give it to you. I'm going to write a book called Context and Prompt Engineering Masterclass. And you're going to open up the book and it's going to be 1 page and it's just going to say in big letters, tell the AI what you want. Benjamin Waller. Hi, Alex. Love your content, mate. I've been building an AI-powered education content generator for building H5P content types. That's awesome. I support everyone who makes any sort of educational tools with AI. That's one of the biggest industries that need to be absolutely disrupted with AI. So shout out Benjamin Waller. I appreciate you, bud. Thanks for watching. Have to start creating content. I code, but I've never created any kind of content. Well, I think that's silly, man. I think you need to be creating content. I think content is a huge part of this vibe coding equation. I think content in 2025, 2026 is a huge part of the equation people need to be factoring in. Because if you're going to be building apps, you need a way for people to know about it. The more apps out there, the more distribution and name you're going to need to make for yourself, and content's the way to do it. And it's easy to do. It's not hard. You get a little nervous at first, but you break through the nerves. I'm glad it makes people nervous because then they get scared and they don't do it. But then your competition's weaker. What do you use to check the security of your code? Good question. Let me show you. Bud, Duckman 1806. Were you born in 1806? I go to AI and I say, you are a security professional. Please review the code and find any security vulnerabilities. I did this in Claude Code for Web. Before I go to sleep, I open up my phone. I open up the Claude app on my phone. I go, beep, boop, 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 boop. Check for security issues. Then I lock my phone. I put it in the other room because my phone doesn't go into my bedroom with me. No. No phones in the bedroom. I wake up in the morning. I pick up my phone after an hour. Don't look at your phone first hour of the day, right? You make a little coffee. Maybe you read a little bit. Maybe do a little meditation, whatever floats your boat. Then I pick up my phone. I open up Claude. Security check done. Security check done. That's how you keep your app secure. So on what should I focus the most so I can benefit with AI? We're literally living in a time which we can compare with when the internet computers came out for the first time. I don't think we could even compare it to that. This is even bigger. This is 10 times bigger than that. What we're living through right now is 10 times bigger than the .com era. 10 times bigger, if not more. 1,000 times bigger. No. 1,500 times. No. 1,789 times bigger. The AI era is 1,789 times bigger than the internet .com era. Approximately. The reason being is the .com era, Ostanik, it was gate-kept. What does that mean it was gate-kept? It was not democratized. To succeed in the .com boom, to be a Jeff Bezos, a Mark Zuckerberg, you need to know how to code. You need to learn how to code, so you need to go to college, get a computer science degree, and, do all those things that are difficult and expensive. It was gate-kept. AI era, different though. AI era, anyone, as long as you have access to the internet, can build and succeed. That's why this is 1,789 times bigger than the .com era, is because .com era was gate-kept to a very select few group. The AI era is democratized. Anyone, as long as you have access to the internet, can use ChatGPT free tier and start building stuff, and use Gemini CLI free tier and start building stuff. So what should you focus the most so you can benefit with AI? I'll give you two things, which we talked about. Let me take a sip of water so I don't pass out from dizziness, from yapping my brain off. Build every day. So use Claude Code, Gemini CLI, whatever your budget is. Just build something, even if the idea stinks. Even if it stinks on ice, build it. Because even if you build a bad idea, that gets you one step closer to a good idea. And number two, create content about it. Start a YouTube channel. If you're too scared to go on camera, start an X account. Right? And start tweeting, creating videos, whatever, about what you're building. Those would be the two biggest tips I can give you to succeed in the AI era in 2026. Build every day, create content every day. I find that context is less needed when using the Codex extension in VS Code rather than the CLI. Seems like we never need to clear or compact the chat in the extension. I like the extensions. Call me a dork, but I like the extensions better than the CLIs. I agree. I use the Claude Code extension. Call me a dork. I like the Claude Code extension. I don't use the CLI. I like the extension. I like the UI better, feels smarter. I'm an extension guy. Hate on me all you want. I'm an extension guy. Do you see Claude skills or MCP servers as a part of context engineering? I don't use any MCP servers. I have some Claude skills built out. Do I think they're mandatory? No. Do I think they help? Yes, a little bit. They help. I have an entire video on Claude skills. I think they're cool. I have 0 videos on MCP, even though if you make any YouTube video and put the word MCP in the title, you'll get 10,000 views. Still don't have any MCP videos. I just don't think MCP is like, I don't think there's any part of it that's useful right now. I don't think there's any must-have. Like, it might help you in small ways here and there, but the question I ask myself before I add tools or complicate my workflow anymore is the benefits I'm getting from this enough to outweigh the complexity I'm adding to my workflow? I want my workflow to be as simple as humanly possible. And for me, MCP doesn't add enough benefits where it's worth complicating my workflow where I'm plugging in all these MCPs and maintaining out the wazoo. Doesn't give me enough benefits where I think it's worth it. And then people go, oh, but if you plug in this MCP, it'll give you access to documentation for your AI. Bro, if I tell the AI to build something, it just searches the web for the documentation. Why do I need, like, I built an entire Kimi K2 thinking app over the weekend. The model came out 5 minutes before I built the app, and Claude Code just searched the web for documentation and found the latest documentation, and it worked. Why do I need an MCP? The model came out literally 5 minutes before I filmed the video, and it freaking found it. Why do I need MCP server for that? I don't know. I don't like to complicate my workflow. How many lines of code have you written yourself so far? Before or after AI? Before AI, tons. I was a developer. After AI, 0. AI writes it all for me. Exactly. Why would you use anything other than major AI tools? Even Manus, I want to cancel. Listen, there's some good tools that like are not made by mainstream foundational model companies. I think Manus is a really cool tool, but I also think that a lot of these foundational companies will eat all these wrapper companies alive. All right, let's check out the follow system. When you happen a good amount, let's check out. Let's build. I think we might need to update something in Supabase. So I will show you how to update tables in Supabase so we can make this follow system work. Which where's my? Let me switch screens. Okay. So, okay, we're in Claude Code. Perfect. It built it out. So we need to do first, we have a migration. So add followers migration. We take this. We're adding the follower functionality to our Vibe app store. We're going into Supabase. I go into the SQL editor. I take the SQL query they gave me, that Claude Code gave me. I run it. It works because it always works. Boom, success, no rows returned. We go back to Claude Code. See, we're learning. We're building. We're building here. It's not all yapping. We're building. Database query layer, created that. API endpoints, created context state management, UI components, integration points, updated type definitions, and it's implemented. When you're ready to build the feed, all right, we're not doing the feed just yet. All right, let's see if we have it. Let's see if it worked. Did we one-shot entire follow functionality in our app? Let's see. Is it one shot? Let's refresh. All right, let's go to a builder. We'll go to me. We might need to reset the server because it has backend changes. NPM run dev. Oh, there it is. 0 followers, 0 following. Okay, so I need to go to a different account. David, let's follow David. David, follow. Did it work? No, didn't. Good. This is good. This is an error a lot of people get. A lot of people get this error. Row level security policy. Row level security error. Claude Code's just not that good at this yet. When it makes Supabase changes, it usually messes up the row level security, which is the security on the table and who can access the data. So we take the error, we say, got this error when following someone. We give it to it and it will give us the SQL query to fix this. Oh my God, Composer created a panel for my app and added features to that panel, but never actually rendered the panel or provide any UI access to it. Claude Code, baby, Claude Code. Finn, kind of random. 10 minutes behind on chat, by the way. Finn, kind of random, kind of related. Do you have a consistent bedtime routine in the midst of all the AI dev work? My struggle is I stay up late and do the stuff at ungodly hours. Great question. And I would love if people asked more questions like this. I mean, you can ask me whatever the hell you want. But I love questions like this. Because I think stuff like this is equally, if not more important than like, how do I do a prompt in Claude Code? I do have a bedtime routine. Let me show you. 1 second. I think it's important for your productivity, especially if you want to be successful, get a lot done, be happy, which are all important things, that you have good routines and are disciplined. And when your routines and habits and everything and discipline suffers, your whole life suffers and your happiness suffers. And I think happiness is a direct results from how strong your discipline is. The more disciplined you are, the happier you are. Because I think when you're not disciplined, your brain subconsciously knows it and is kind of ashamed of itself. When you're hyper disciplined, I think your brain subconsciously is very proud of you and your day and what you've done, which makes you happier and more satisfied. So my routine is this. About an hour and a half before I go to bed, which I try to be asleep by 10:30, although I'd like it to be 10 eventually. 10:30 is the time my eyes go shut. By 9 o'clock, screen's done. No more screens. Screen's done. I put on these glasses. These are blue light glasses with a tint to them. There's like a specific special type of tint. And it stops all the blue lights and bad lights and all that. And it sounds hokey pokey, but it works. I'll explain more. And, it starts winding down my eyes. I'll shower if I haven't yet, brush my teeth, flossing very important, retainers, moisturize. Then that leaves me about an hour before bed. I read. Reading for me is like therapy. Reading's like therapy for me. Calms my brain down. I literally feel my brain like constricting less. And then I go to sleep and it's like, no matter what I'm doing, I have to stick to that nighttime routine, because if I code or I'm on my computer right up until bed, my sleep suffers. I'm waking up 20 times a night. I'm waking up stressed. I wake up in the morning stressed. You can't do that. You have to have a wind down time. You have to. And ever since I started the wind down routine, you don't need the glasses. I need the glasses because I stare at screens so much that I have to start blocking out blue lights. But you start that wind down routine and my sleep has gotten significantly better. I used to wake up 20 times a night for months and months and months and months. And this pretty much fixed it. Morning, don't look at my phone for the first hour. I really think cell phones are cancer for your brain. I really think they're horrible. I think everyone's addicted. I think the dopamine hits are horrible. So I do not look at my phone the first hour. I think that starts a good discipline routine for me. I try to read. I make coffee. I make a black coffee inside my Yeti. Read a little bit. Hour in, that's when I get cooking. And listen, does that mean I'm not coding till all hours of the morning? Yeah, but I think it makes the hours I do code, the hours I do record videos, the hours I do live stream, the hours I do create content a lot more impactful and effective. But isn't that risky that everyone can succeed with AI nowadays, or is that good in your opinion? This is like the number one objection I get all the time. Well, if everyone got access to it, how can everyone be successful? Here's the deal. No matter what you give people, no matter the tools you give them, not everyone's going to put in the effort. Not everyone can have successful apps, but the good news is not everyone will build apps because so many people are lazy. Why do you think Claude Code's better than Cursor when we can use Claude models in Cursor too? Because Cursor and Claude Code are both harnesses for models, right? So you have the model, Claude Sonnet, Codex, Claude GPT-5 Codex, Grok Fast. Those are the models. And then you have the harness, which is what takes the models and gives it prompts and tells it what to do. And Claude understands the Claude model a lot more. Anthropic understands the Claude model a lot more. So they built a harness that's best with Sonnet. So it's a better harness. Are you using VS Code plus Claude? Yes, I am. All right, let's go back to fixing. We'll go back to the chat in a second. All right, so we have a SQL query to fix the RLS security features. I copy that. Let's go back into Supabase. Everyone leave a like down below, by the way. All together now, let's all leave likes. It's free. And on top of that, very, very critical, turn on notifications. After this live stream, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do 1,000 squats. I'm going to squat heavy. My chicken legs are going to not be quite as chickeny. And then when I get back, I'm going to post a video on a Claude for Web workflow. And it's going to be fire flames. And you want to be alerted the moment it releases. You want to be alerted the moment that video releases. Trust me. So you're going to hit the notifications button, hypercritical. The video is going to drop an hour or so after I'm done getting a juicy booty at the gym. And what you're going to do, your mission, if you choose to accept it, which you're in FinFam, so you do choose to accept, is the moment that drops and you get that notification on your phone that it came out, you're going to hit that button, go into the video. The video is going to open up. You're going to leave a like on that video, and then you're going to watch it to the end. That's the best way to support the channel. When I drop new videos, open it up, press like on it, and just watch it to the end. That's the best way to support the channel. Let's see if follow works. We updated row level security. Let's see if follow works. Following. Nope, row level security not fixed. Claude Code is not good with row level security. It's just not. Always messes it up. Actually, let's just reset the server. Let me try it again. Follow. Nope, same issue. All right. Same issue. Please fix this. It's so simple. This is the one weakness of Claude Code. It always messes up the row level security. It's so frustrating. Wazoo. It's my word, wazoo. Alex, my day is made so much better when I watch your live coding sessions, plus all the additional non-coding tips you shared. Thank you for your good work, says Jacob Com. Jacob, my man, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. It makes my day that you watch, Jacob. It makes my day that you watch these videos, these live streams, you participate, you send chats sometimes. It makes my day. Out of all the things I do on a daily basis, this is the most fun thing I do. It's the most fun thing I do, although it is exhausting. At the end of every live stream, I need to take a nap. I put it all on the line for the live stream. I leave it all on the line. I use Claude Code for a quick rendering purpose whenever I have a new idea, and then open Codex to debug and improve, both in VS Code. That will be not the video I'm posting today, but I think the video I'll post on Wednesday, I'm thinking will be a workflow of both Claude Code and Codex, using them together. And it's very much to do with what you talk about in this chat, Clark H. There's a lot of interesting things you can do with Claude Code and Codex together. All right, it's saying it fixed it. Let's see if we can follow people. Let's see if the follow functionality works in our app. Follow. Following. Claude Code. 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 That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Claude Code built out the functionality. It built out the back end, the database. Did it run into some issues along the way? Yes, couldn't figure out the row level security, but I was like, hey, I figured it out. And now we can follow people. What happens if I go back to David? Will it say he has a follower now? Yeah, one follower, boom. It didn't, it said 0 followers though. It needs to update. It says 1 follower now, Pinky. Pinky, it says 1 follower. So that's it. We're going to fix this, Pinky. We're going to fix this. I had to refresh to see the 1 follower. So let's go back and let's fix this, Pinky. That worked. One small tweak. It should update the follower count on the user's page the moment I hit follow. I had to refresh to see the person I followed got a follower. Boom. What prompt engineering are we using there? We're not using a prompt engineering. I told it what I wanted and it's building it for me. I'm not a believer in prompt engineering. Anyone who's giving you guides on prompt engineering, they're creating a problem just to solve it, just to feed you a solution. They're giving you a illness to give you the medicine. Prompt engineer this. You just tell it what you want. What do we think about the glasses? I just wear these at night. Is it kind of douchey looking if I wear it during the stream? Do I look like a douchebag if I wear the glasses during the stream? This is so my eyes don't burn out in my head. These aren't just like supposed to look cool glasses. These are blue light blockers that make it easy for me to stare at monitors all day. But I will remove them and have my eyes melt out of my skull so I don't look like a douchebag. Douche or no douche? Let me know. I don't know if I got demonetized for saying that word 20 times in a row, but whatever. Someone that has no coding background and is vibe coding, can Claude or any other AI tools literally code so good that the security level is also set a high level that protecting it from attackers, says Ostonic. No. By default, the code that Claude Code makes will not be maximally secure by default. So Ostonic, what you need to do, and I actually go over this in my next video that comes out, again, 2 to 3 hours after this live stream ends, make sure notifications on. So hit a like button. Why not? Hit the like while you're at it. you need to make sure on a regular basis, Ostonic, you are going in to Claude Code or whatever you're using, and you're spinning up new agents and you're saying, you are a security professional, please review the code and find any security vulnerabilities. So you need to be prompting the AI regularly to check for security. Ostonic. Ostonic. FinFam member of the day. Great questions. I feel like I should hire you just to like every 15 minutes ask a great question like this just to keep the you're making the live stream easy for me because you're just constantly feeding me topics to talk about and teach people about. Fantastic. How many different apps can one successfully build, deploy, and maintain? As many as you need. It's only getting easier over time. Hello, Alex. How do you rank Claude Code Max versus GPT Max? 3 months ago, I switched from Claude Code CLI to do Codex CLI. Now I'm thinking about going back, says Cezix. Codex is a great tool. OpenAI is a great company. GPT-5 thinking is my favorite AI model when it comes to chatting and coming up with ideas and getting quick help. Claude Code's the best AI coding tool on planet Earth. And listen, everyone has different tastes. Some people like Codex. They like the way it talks to them. They like the way it works with them. That's fine. But for me personally, and hey, you're watching my live stream, so me personally, that's the one that counts. Claude Code's the winner for me. But I use both. I'm going to come out with a video in a couple days on using both together. But if you can only go at one, my opinion, I like Claude Code. You look good, says Pinky. Hey, Pinky, you look good. There's a purpose for them not douchey at all. Thank you, Joe Hernandez. Hey, glasses are supposed to make you look smarter. You put on glasses and I could literally see your brain case expand. Okay, so I look smarter with these glasses. That's good. The glasses are tight. I have a pair, but we'll start wearing them more frequently. Thanks again for answering my questions about routine. No douche. Thank you, Tio Maro. No douche. Ostonic, I'm a total rookie. Can't write a single code and create an e-commerce website. My brain added upsells and everything that Spotify changes more for. Yep. Oh, Spooky, new member. Welcome to the FinFam, Spooky. Good to have you here. By being a member, you now have the ability to say whatever the hell it is you want. And I'll just be like, oh, hey, whatever you say, Spooky. I get the impression that GPT Codex CLI tends to show off a bit too much, so to speak. I mean, you often have to hold it back from doing overstep. And that's one thing I like about Claude Code a little more. Is this Codex just seems to, it just says a whole lot of things I don't care about. While it feels like everything Claude Code says to me is very strategic and good at explaining what the hell's going on. Alex, I have an Excel file with a huge amount of data from a sports team, and Claude Code's having trouble processing that data. What should I do to get the data into my dashboard cleanly? It's a good question. I would actually ask Claude Code. So I'd say, hey, you seem to be having troubles getting the data out of this spreadsheet. What's the best way for me to get the data out of this spreadsheet so I can put it into this dashboard? And then it will guide you on the best way, because maybe you're doing it in the wrong way. Maybe you're not using Claude Code in the right way to get that data, and he'll explain to you the right way to do it. All right, so we have the follower system in. We're now working with Claude Code to build out, to make it so it updates the followers live. Alex, only thing I've designed has been stock crypto futures dashboards. I've spent my entire vibe coding career in error loops. It was funny seeing you build one and get stuck too. Welcome to my world. It's frustrating, isn't it? I remember back in the day, when I was using like Cursor 1.0, like when it first came out. He was using like Sonnet 3.5, and he would just get in the biggest error loops ever. I'm talking like 4-hour error loops. 4 hours to get out of an error loop. And I'm sitting at this desk. I'm literally punching my desk as hard as I can. Fuck. Yelling the F-bomb, F-U-C-K, at the top of my lungs. So pissed off that it like, and I would literally type into Claude, like, or Cursor, if you do not solve this, I will take your entire family hostage. And then it wouldn't solve it. I'd go, well, I have your entire family hostage now, Cursor. And Cursor would go, oh no, please release my family. I'm like, nope, too bad. You didn't get out of the error loop. Your family's mine now, Cursor. All right, let's see if it updated it. Now when you click follow, the follower count will instantly increment. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it instantly increments. We'll go to Bob. Bob, follow. Instantly incremented. Alex, why do you keep skipping my question? My first question about monthly budget you said was a great one. Says user. User, you are in the most popular AI live stream on planet Earth. I get comments out the wazoo. I get a new comment in the chat every 5 seconds. And at the same time, I am building world-class applications out live in front of an entire audience. I am answering the most technically complex questions that can possibly exist about the most technically complex concept on planet Earth, while also building out a world-class vibe-coded app store. Juggling in the biggest community in AI at the same time in all their questions. If I miss 1 or 2 or 3 of your questions, user, you cannot pin the blame on me. I am simply one man vibe coding a vibe coded app store, trying to answer your questions to the best of my ability. So if I do not answer your question, user, you can simply ask again, maybe 10 to 15 minutes later. And if I still don't answer it, the second, at most the third time, then you got to think, A, is this an appropriate question? Or B, maybe it's just not my day. So maybe today just wasn't your day, user. Maybe you asked it at the wrong time because I was building something out. But do not come in here and say, hey, why are you skipping my questions? I'm leading a world-class AI live stream right now. I cannot see all your questions. That's a little bit of, yay, user, a little bit of entitlement on your side, buddy. A little bit of entitlement. A little bit. Which do you think is better, Cursor or Windsurf? I haven't used Windsurf in quite a while, to be honest. Claude Code. Just a quick note about the Excel files in the sports club. Should I use the plan mode in Claude Code first? I've already tried everything. It works in N8M, but the workflow takes 2 minutes. Yeah, use plan mode if it's anything complex. Everyone make sure, I feel like I should be higher up. I feel like I'm the 2/3 rule. My eyes got to be at the 2/3 level here. I'm kind of slouching. Anyway. Sorry, I understand you now. It's not easy. I apologize. User, apology accepted. Let's do that. Let's answer your question real quick. Yours was like the low budget. All right. So if you have a high budget, here's how much you got to spend. I'm going to make a video on this too. High budget. If you got a large budget for AI vibe coding, you got to have Claude Code, Supabase. I mean, you don't need Grok. You don't need Cursor. Just pay for Vercel Pro. That's all you need. So that is $440 a month. If you have a lot of budget, the most you need to spend is $440 a month. Let's go over medium budget. Medium budget. Go on the $100 a month Claude Code plan. Just go free, Supabase, until you get a bunch of users. You go on the Chat GPT Plus plan and use GPT-5 thinking. That's $20 a month. Don't need Cursor. Don't need Grok. You really don't need Vercel, the premium plan, just yet until you get a bunch of users. It's $120 a month for medium budget. Now, this is for the saver budget. So low budget. Don't use Claude Code. If you have low budget, I mean, the issue is the Claude Code $17 a month plan. Like that's like 2 days worth of usage. So you're going to run out. So if you're low budget, this is like, we're going to be like low budget, like spend no money. Like you don't want to spend any money, right? You're going to use Google AI Studio plus Gemini CLI. So you're going to build your app, your prototype out in AI Studio, and then you're going to move it to Gemini CLI. You're going to use the free Supabase tier. You're going to use the free version of ChatGPT to talk to GPT-5 for advice. You're not going to use Cursor, Grok, or Vercel. You'll use the free version of Vercel. Definitely won't use Grok. I mean, you pay the $8 a month for X so that you have a blue check mark. You need a blue check mark. But we want to make this the spend no money version, so we'll get rid of that. Boom. Free 99. There you go. Screenshot that. I'm going to make a video on that later this week too. I feel like this is a good video idea. If you got a high budget, you want the best of the best, the creme de la creme for vibe coding. Get the top Claude Code, Supabase. For me personally, I like ChatGPT Pro so I can use the best GPT models to talk and chat. Also, you get to use Codex, so you can use Codex and Claude Code side by side, which is sick. You get a host on Vercel. You can use a good version of Supabase. You pay $440 a month. If you're medium budget, you don't want to spend too much, but you want to get some good tools. Get the $100 Claude Code. Get the $20 ChatGPT Plus. You can use GPT-5 thinking a decent amount. Boom, $120 a month to have a really good setup. That's still really good setup. That's still really good. Medium budget. Low budget, listen, you don't want to spend any money. That's fine. Maybe you want to just dip your toes in the water. See what you think before you get into it. Free. Gemini CLI, Google AI Studio, free. Supabase, free tier. ChatGPT, free tier. Talk to GPT-5 without thinking. Vercel, hosted for free. You're paying free 99. How many domains? I don't know. But you're just building one app. You're low budget. Build one app. Liviu, thank you for joining as a member of the Fin Fam. Welcome the newest member of the Fin Fam, Liviu. Good to have you here. You can now say anything you want in the chat. I won't call you stupid. I would say $20 ChatGPT is a much better deal than Claude $20. It's up to you. Yeah, I think you get more for your bang for your buck for $20 of ChatGPT than $20 of Claude. You can use Gemini CLI in the terminal of VS Code and take advantage of its IDE integration. Yep. High budget's what I use. It works perfect. Yep. High budgets. You will build whatever the hell you want for high budget. You can build whatever you want for high budget. Everyone, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know why you wouldn't already. Turn on notifications. New video dropping in a few hours. It's going to be lit. Sign up for the free AI newsletter in the description. Link in the description. Free AI newsletter. 40,000 people sub. Be one of them. Fire newsletter. Fire, fire, fire. In less than 3 weeks. In less than 3 weeks, Vibe Coding Academy is dropping. It's going to be a whole community with a Claude Code masterclass, 2 weekly calls, office hours, lectures, bonus content, ask me questions directly. That is dropping on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, the last Friday of the month. Information on that will come out in the newsletter, which is linked down below. We always get a bunch of people join right at the end here. I don't understand how that works. A bunch of the viewer count always goes up right at the end. Is it because I go in full screen mode and everyone can just see my face? Is that why? Oh, let's file in now. I don't know what it is. I love you all. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you, everyone who chatted. Thank you for chatting. Everyone who joined, thank you for joining. Everyone who subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Everyone who watched and didn't say a word and just kind of hung out in the background, thank you. To all my competitors just watching and taking notes, thank you for motivating me every single day. Hi, I need to build a simple website to present and market an app that I'm currently working on. Can you recommend some AI tools for that? It says Ran Bester. Yes, Claude Code. I don't use Lovable. It gets pricey. Yeah, that's the challenge with a lot of these AI building apps that aren't made by the foundational model company is they just like get pricey out of nowhere. They get really pricey out of nowhere. Would you pay money for a documentation file generator? No. Just ask Claude Code to generate you a documentation. Why would you pay more money for a documentation generator? Just say, hey, Claude Code, generate me documents. Boom, done. I love live streaming to you guys. It's so much fun. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Turn on notifications. Be alerted the moment it starts. Thank you for joining the #1 AI vibe coding live stream on planet Earth. It is always a pleasure teaching you guys. It's always a pleasure hanging out, laughing, having fun, schmoozing. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday. I'll see you on Wednesday. New video dropping in a few hours. Make sure when I drop it, you click it, you leave a like, you watch it to the end. That's the best way to support. Ostanic, thank you for all the questions you asked. Man, AI does everything for you. You just have to train it. Yes. Modelier, great having you here. H. Santiago, great having you here. User, great having you here. Clark H., great having you here. Senior Crespo. Frequent Trader FR. Livy U. Duckman. Aaron Fagan Cooper. Just want to say thank you. I watched you for the first time. You helped me open my eyes to the many possibilities. Thank you. Ostanic, Stefan Grun. Forrest Stang, as always. RM Gamer. Shout out Arc Raiders. I can't get enough of that game. Janice S, as always. Taylor Mayhew, as always. Czex. Joe Hernandez. NMG. Tiamaru. Pinky in the Brain. Duckman 1806. Clark H. Jacob Com. Isaac H. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. Jonathan Green. Mr. Zeno. Thank you. Spooky. Leonard's Burzins. Situ de Souza. Thank you. I'll see you on Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific. I'm going to go leg day at the gym. It's great talking to you all. You make my week every time. You make it so much fun. You guys are goated. New video in a few hours. Love you all. Bye.